Quick question. Once the things grow, how do we get the crops collected? Have you thought of that?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna need to use well, wasn't your idea for this farm to use the forestry farms?
Yes. Yes.
So if we use forestry farms, don't those auto harvest? And they just go into an inventory.
Yeah, and we don't even need to worry about when they supply their own water. They require a water supply, a power supply.
Yes, any water stuff I do would be purely aesthetic, which still means I'm gonna do it. Because you know me, I love all these beams. Think about Chromatocraft.
What?
Chromatocraft is just such a pretty mod. You just got glowy stuff everywhere and beams of light shooting all over the place. It's just so attractive. Oh, we don't have enough sand.
Well, find one of the fabricators and throw a lot of sand into it.
I'm crafting sand into sandstone, which I didn't need to do. I'm just gonna go hijack a fabricator and have it.
2, 3, 4. There's probably
There's one by the house. That's the one I use for everything. Oh, it finished fabricating wood. I remember that. I had it fabricate wood. No, stop fabricating wood. I don't need any more wood. Fabricate sandstone. Ah, now this chest is full of wood. We need to get the wood out. Get the lead out. Get the wood out. I have more sandstone now. How dare you shoot me with an arrow? That did no damage. Where is the skeleton? Seriously. There's a skeleton shooting arrows. Oh no, it's... No, there's a skeleton shooting arrows at me. I have no idea where he is. Oh, there he is. If you wanted to make your game really into Star Wars, then you would put like turrets down and put these laser guns in them.
Too bad we can't make turbo lasers.
Turbo lasers, yes, that's what we need. Turbo laser batteries. We need some hyper matter. Then we could have a Death Star.
What? Hyper
matter. That's what powered the Death Star.
Hyper matter and giant saber crystals.
That was the magical material that made that possible.
Oh, it's not magical. It's just Jedi.
No, you know what I'm talking about. It's a no, hypermatter was something that the Empire discovered. It's what like ran the generators or something. I don't know, something. People that actually know their Star Wars will. I'm right about.
This doesn't cause you lag for you, is it?
No.
The field of growth accelerators I'm making.
No. I don't think it is. The whole. I can hardly tell anymore. The whole thing is... It's not even that the whole thing is laggy. I don't actually have much of any lag right now. Alright, chisel. Turn this into basic pillar. Turn this into top pillar. Top keck. Ow! Leave it to me to misplace every block. No, I did it again! People have actually written in the comments that I'm their favorite builder. And yet I can't even place this. Wait, why am I building this to the same height? I don't want these ones to be the same height. I just want these ones to be the same height. So how high are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these should only be 5 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, come on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So Shiva, any interest in Assassin's Creed Origins?
I have looked into it, but so far I'm just looking to I'm just seeing a game will just be only for consoles that we port that we have the worst port and their bad port to PC.
Well, I mean, it's out. And people have been playing it,
Mm.
and from what I can understand, it's decent.
Yeah, but on consoles, not
No,
PC.
it's on PC. It's out.
That's what I meant. It's great for consoles.
Well, no, I mean, I watch some people that play that review games on PC, and they think it's fine.
So it's not for the first time ever they are not screwing over PC players.
I don't think they ever attempt to screw over the PC players. I think that Ubisoft are just really crap at releasing games in a non-buggy state. But the general consensus so far has been that it's far better than a Unity. Not that the bar was set very high on that one.
Yeah, I never really got into those plus I never really got into the Assassin's Creed games.
Actually, I don't need this. Oh, get out of here. Assassin's Creed 2 was my jam, man. That game was great. Ezio.
Have you watched the movie?
No. I hear it was awful. There hasn't been a good video game movie. Doom.
It's all done by third-party players or developers from way over.
I think maybe Doom comes closest to being a good video game movie.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyable movie that is ostensibly based on a video game. From what I understand, the
Field of Growth Accelerators.
it is loose. It is a loose basis. Is the best that you could probably say.
Look at this field. Look and listen to this Field of Growth Accelerators.
Oh yes. It's very zen. It's very zen.
And melt on the snow as well.
They melt the snow.
Yep.
It's a very zen sound. It'll definitely help prevent me from raging. Maybe.
What? You said everything you said was
If
broken
anything can stop me from raging, maybe these growth accelerators can, because they sound cool. So the next one is 3. 1, 2, 3.
So glad I have my own server now.
And then the next one is 4. So, yes. Servers are nice to have. 2,
Yeah, but for
3,
Minecraft for
4.
us.
And then the last one just goes all the way. That's going to take a lot of glass. Holy cow. I am going to have to redo the roofline a little bit. Actually, it fits. It fits under the roofline. I just need to get rid of these 2 windows because they don't make any sense. So I'll just brick those up. With slabs. I actually want to make... There's a thing about Victorian factories that I've noticed a lot, at least in the images that I've found, is that a lot of them just have like bricked up windows. You just like, but that you just include, but they brick it up with bricks that are not as thick as the wall, or however they close it up, you can still tell there used to be a window there. And I actually really like that. So if I'm gonna, whoa, you got crisscross beams. The beams are crisscrossing. They're crisscrossing all over the place. Crisscross applesauce. Today it was funny. My manager Josh was all like, he's like, enjoy your day off, and then I say tomorrow, cause I have day off tomorrow. He's like, he says, enjoy your day off, and I said, let's hope it's the whole day this time. And he said, he laughs and he says, it will be, don't worry, because he's working tomorrow, so there's no way that I'm gonna have to come in.
Okay, I'm back.
Ah, where did you go?
Bathroom.
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh well.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just adding that to the list of things that I didn't hear. people say. I often don't hear what people say. I don't know if I'm just lost in my own little world. That's probably it.
Close enough, close enough, close enough.
Do.
No.
Get that glass in there. Glass. It's a glass house. A 1, a 2, a 3. Now I need more glass. Like a lot more glass.
Now, when you think about it, the fact that you use giant Kyber Sable crystals for the Death Storm, I'm surprised the Jedi don't already have a super weapon by the time.
Well, it's because the Jedi code doesn't. The Jedi don't build super weapons. Why would the Jedi ever build a super weapon? They don't believe in conflict.
True, but I think during like the Clone Wars, I think they would have looked into the possibility at least.
They don't.
Because the Jedi went more from a peacekeeper to a wartime general.
They don't believe in conflict, though. I don't know. I think Kreia had the right idea in KOTOR 2. The Jedi and the Sith are both fundamentally flawed organizations. Their creeds breed. Basically, no matter why you join the Sith, the Sith teaching leads you to abandon that original purpose and begin to seek power for the sake of more power. That's what happened to every single person who ever joined the Sith. Even if you join with noble intentions, it will pervert those intentions until they are unrecognizable.
One thing I don't get is why there's not some kind of neutral faction in with the Force.
What?
There's Jedi, there's Sith, there's no neutral faction.
I mean, there's been...
It does, mix it both.
There's been neutral Jedi. In, KOTOR, there was Jolie Bindo.
Yeah, but no, not Jedi, like a group that basically practiced both sides of the Force.
Well, see, it doesn't usually work. That's what Kreia wants. Kreia was... in KOTOR 2, Kreia was trying to... she wanted to create a new teaching that combined the good parts of the Sith and the good parts of the Jedi and got rid of all the bad parts that didn't work. And she based it on the idea... It was based on the idea of relying on your own strength, right? So, and not denying your ambition. That's the problem with the Jedi, and the reason that the Jedi breed so many Sith. So many of their people go astray because the teaching is fundamentally flawed. Because it denies an individual's ambition. And that can only last for so long before somebody gets fed up with it. So her idea was, you have to rely on your own strength. And no one else's. And that includes other people working for you. Like, if you're like, she was against people whose strength relied entirely on other people. So, mercenaries, people who she disapproved of people who relied on mercenaries because their strength wasn't their own; it was in other people. And in fact, in KOTOR 2, there's a very interesting interaction you can have with Kreia, where assuming that you were at least somewhat on the dark side when you did Nar Shaddaa, you spoilers for people who haven't played KOTOR 2, but it's been out for close to 10 years, so you should have played it by now. If you're slightly dark, if you're on the dark side when you do Nar Shaddaa, when you finish it, you'll end up getting a Wookiee called Hanhar on your side instead of this other woman. And apparently that's actually necessary in order to get the Kreia ending, like the ending where you actually do what she wanted. In order to get that ending, you have to have him, because there's a moment you can have where she essentially offers you the opportunity to gain a portion of his strength. So you can accept a permanent bonus to your constitution. Now, obviously, as an RPG player, why would you would never think to turn something like that down. It's a free boost, permanent boost to your stats. It's really nice. But if you turn it down, because she's trying to teach you about relying on your own strength. Okay. She thinks the Jedi rely too heavily on the Force, and she doesn't want you relying on other people. You can say to her that you reject that strength because it wouldn't be yours. It would be coming from Hanhar, and it's not your strength. And she'll say, she'll seem surprised. She'll be surprised at that, that you would do that. But she's pleased. That's very interesting interaction because you reject the upgrade and you don't get it. You make that. Oh man, I'm out of energy cells. I need to regenerate. I need to go recharge my energy cells.
That's gonna be the first thing you have your factory do, isn't it?
What? I need to go recharge my energy cells.
You have the factory make all of your energy cells for you.
No, I don't need to make more energy cells. I just need to recharge them. It's nuclear power cells that need to be refreshed with uranium.
Yeah.
Energy cells just need to be put back in the charging station. There is no nuclear charging station.
As you can't maybe fall forward.
These nuclear power cells are literally tiny nuclear reactors, from what I can understand.
With no cooling.
They have to be like
they're like the reactor rods, but with no
they're like they'd be like mini RTGs then.
Yeah, that's probably it.
But RTGs don't produce nearly enough power to run stuff like this.
So again, you keep cutting
RTGs don't produce nearly enough power to run stuff like this. They're like slow trickles.
Well, that's true if you're trying to make them last. But the fact that nuclear power supplies for you last long, maybe for a short while, it kind of actually makes sense. Depends how they're built, I guess.
The nuclear death ray fires a concentrated stream of nuclear energy or something.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't I go from right there right here? Come on, make it day. Daytime! Oh, I can just use the builder's wand.
Now we just need to fill this in with plants and water.
Plants!
I mean, actually, when I think about it, we could go build craft robots again. You know what I mean? With the farm, at least. I mean, if they're in a closed space they can't leave in, then they should be fine.
Why would you want buildcraft robots?
Just so we can... Just to work with something different. I mean, we've been doing the same thing constantly, working with the same machines constantly. I just feel like...
Because they work. Alright, well, let's get the plants in here. So, how are you going to hydrate this so that you can have the plants?
Well, actually, we're going for the... No, wait. Why am I thinking buildcraft? We're going with the farms.
The soil hydrator, right? Oh no, you're gonna build.
No.
Well, will the growth accelerators even work on those
Yes, it just places. It's basically all the thing the farm from forestry does is basically just acts as automatically planter, hydrator.
Okay, so you don't have to. So basically, we're just gonna tile a bunch of a bunch of these underneath here, because you gotta put dirt on top of them too, don't you? You put the dirt on top.
It can
well, underneath this field... Oh, well, I crashed. It's a good time as any to end. Underneath the field is a big hole, so we'll be able to put all that stuff down there. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This will be a couple of episodes here. Stay tuned for future episodes. Give me your suggestions in the comments. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.